Hello, my friends. Welcome to Sweet Surrender. In this practice, we're going to be using a lot of reciprocal inhibition and PNF to help you find your safest, greatest range in your forward folds. We have Tamen, James, Nikki, and Danielle here to help us along. So let's have a nice practice and let's have some fun. If you're ready to get started, just come into a gentle forward fold at the top of your mat. So let your eyes close. Maybe hold on to your elbows. And just take a moment to connect with your breath. Maybe bob your head up and down a little bit. Maybe turn it a little bit side to side, and maybe let your weight start to shift a little bit left to right. Just feeling into your hamstrings, feeling into your lower back, feeling your breath moving slowly and deeply. Take another big deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your fingers come down to the ground. Okay, start to take an inhale, lengthen your spine, coming into Ardha Uttanasana. And while you're here, just breathe a few rounds. See if you can engage your abdominals, your rectus abdominis in particular, and activate Mula Bandha. All right, we want to anchor down to the base of the spine to feel deeply into the body. Take another full breath in. And as you exhale, just start to bend your knees, coming down to a squat. And while you're here, just turn your fingers around, lean forward, lift your heels. Weight into your hands to stretch your wrists. And again, just keep breathing slowly and deeply. Shifting your weight a little bit left to right. Take another full breath in. And as you exhale, flip your hands over, turning your palms up, fingernails pressing down into the floor. If you can straighten your elbows, maybe rotate your forearms a little bit. Press your fingernails firmly down into the floor and really feel that stretch through your wrists. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, gently sit back on your heels, straighten your legs, fold forward, and this time take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers together, squeeze your palms, reach your arms over the back of your head. And again, maybe shift your weight a little bit side to side. Keep feeling your breath, keep activating Mula Bandha. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your hands come down to the ground. Take another inhale to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, step into a plank pose. Okay? So just taking a moment in plank, again, feeling your breath, feeling Mula Bandha, and establish your drishti, your point of focus on the floor, right between your hands, maybe just a little bit forward of your fingertips. Just focusing your mind, feeling deeply into your body. Okay, good. Now take another full breath in, and as you exhale, gently lower all the way down onto your belly. And as you inhale, baby cobra, just lifting your hands a little bit, rolling your shoulders back and lifting your chest. And exhale, come back down, warming up the spinal erectors. Inhale, lift your hands, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. And exhale, lower back down. And then one more time, inhale, lift your hands, lift your chest, and breathe here. Keep feeling Mula Bandha. Now start to bend your knees, squeeze your heels in towards your butt. Lift your toes up towards the ceiling and just feel all of the muscles of your posterior chain, particularly your hamstrings and your glutes, working to lift those legs. Squeeze those heels, James, a little bit more towards your butt. Take another breath. Good job. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Strengthen your legs. Inhale up to a plank pose. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Okay? Just take a moment in this first down dog, maybe to pedal out your heels. And again, just choosing to send your gaze either back through your shins or up towards your belly button. Wherever it is, make it a conscious choice so that it helps you continue to feel deeply into your body and maintain that sense of equanimity as you dig into your practice. With your next inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or lightly jump your feet up to the front of your mat. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold all the way down. And inhale, sweep all the way up. Bring your palms together as you reach up. And exhale, let your hands come down by your sides. Good. Again, inhale, sweep all the way up. Look up towards your hands as you reach up. Exhale, fold all the way forward, keeping Mula Bandha active, emptying your breath completely. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, step back to a plank pose. And again, lower gently all the way down onto your belly. This time, one deep breath. Inhale, baby cobra into an active back bend. Bend those knees, squeeze the heels toward your butt, lift your thighs off the ground. And exhale, gently release. Tuck your toes. Inhale up to a plank pose. And exhale back to down dog. And just taking your time to warm yourself up, build a little bit of heat, and get connected. Listen to the sound of every breath in the back of your throat. And just keep being aware of where your gaze is going. Maybe feeling a micro bend in your knees so your sit bones can lift as your heels reach down. And with your next inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees and look forward. And exhale, step or lightly jump up to the front. Good, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold all the way down. And inhale, sweep all the way up. Look up towards your hands as you reach up. And exhale, let your hands come down by your sides. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. Lift your heart, strengthen your legs. Exhale, fold all the way down. Empty your breath. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to a plank pose and gently lower all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, active back bend. Hands up, heart up, knees bend, heels towards your butt. And exhale, gently release. Tuck your toes. Inhale up to a plank. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Good job, you guys. And just breathe. Keep pressing out of your shoulders. Keep feeling the activation of Mula Bandha. Maybe a slight sense of Uddiyana Bandha with the belly drawing in towards your spine. Seeing if that helps you access a little more length out of your spine. Take one more deep breath in. With an inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or lightly jump up to the front. So this time, let your feet be about hip distance apart. And just walk your fingers forward about 8 to 10 inches in front of your toes. And start to lean your weight back through your hips, pushing into your heels, possibly lifting your toes and lifting the balls of your feet. So you're just feeling a little more stretch through the backs of your legs, down into your calves. And if you can, maybe walk your fingers forward just a little bit further and possibly tuck your chin all the way to your chest. So really feel the abdominals working to pull your lower ribs down towards your hips. Feel the strength of your thighs to allow your hamstrings to relax a little bit more. Beautiful, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, let the feet come back down, fold all the way forward. And inhale, sweep all the way up. Bring your palms together as you reach up. Beautiful. Now, as you exhale, let your left hand come down by your left hip. Reach your right arm up and over to the left. Lean onto your right leg. And without bending either knee, just see if you can pick your left foot up off the ground. Okay, so you're just shifting your weight to the right. And then feel that left hand reaching down towards the outer left knee. So there's a little bit of activation of your left obliques. Activation of your left quadratus lumborum to lift that hip. Good, strengthen those thighs. And then as you inhale, set that foot down, raise the arms back up. And exhale, right hand down outside your right leg, shifting the weight to your left foot, reaching up and over to the right. And then again, without bending either knee, trying to pick that right foot up off the ground. Feel your heart lifting. Good, press out of that left foot and reach up through your left fingers. Beautiful, you guys. And then as you inhale, set the foot down, raise both arms back up. And as you exhale, fold all the way forward. Okay, now, fingertips on the floor. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. Breathe here, keep your pelvic floor active. Shift your weight to your left foot. And again, without bending either knee, see if you can pick your left foot up off the ground. Okay. So you're just feeling the activation of that low belly, little bit of hip flexors. Good, take another deep breath in. And exhale, switch sides. Shift to the left foot, raise your right foot up. Or if you did it the opposite side the first time, do it the other way this time. Strengthen those thighs. Good, breathe. Keep reaching your heart forward. Feel the length of your spine. Beautiful. Take another full breath in. And as you exhale, set it down and fold all the way forward. Now, try one more time. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And this time, if you can, put your hands as flat on the floor as possible. If you need to bend your knees a little bit to do that, that's totally fine. And then again, shift your weight to the right. See if you can lift your left foot up off the ground. So you're just moving a little bit deeper into your fold. And noticing any difference in sensation that you feel when you try to put the hands all the way down rather than being on the fingertips. And if you need to bend the knee a little bit to make those hands flat on the floor, try to re-straighten it. Good. And then set that left foot down and switch sides. Shift to the left, lift the right foot up. Good. Keep strengthening those quads. Good. Breathe. Beautiful, you guys. Take another full breath in. Exhale, set it down and fold all the way forward. And as you inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step back to a plank pose. Lower gently all the way down onto your belly. And again, active back bend. Lift your hands, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, bend your knees, and really try to lift your toes up towards the ceiling as you squeeze your heels towards your butt. Good. Take another full breath in. And exhale, gently release. Tuck your toes, plant your palms, inhale up to a plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Open up your mouth. Exhale, let that breath go. Okay, now, with an inhale, raise your right leg up in the air. And as you exhale, squeeze that knee into your nose and just gently step your right foot through your hands. Okay, now, walk your hands forward again. Come up onto the tips of your fingers and lean forward. Float your left leg parallel to the ground. And maybe tuck your chin to your chest so you can look at your left toes and make sure they're facing straight down towards the floor. So you want to push through your left heel. Good. Now keep both legs as strong and straight as you can. Push through that heel tummy. Yes. And as you exhale, pull your left foot forward. See if you can lightly just touch your left big toe to your left palm or your left wrist. You're trying to lift it as high as you can and pull it forward. Good. Inhale, reach it back to hover, supported warrior 3. And again, exhale, pull it forward. Kiss that big toe to your palm or wrist. Good. Inhale, reach it back. And one more time. Exhale, pull it forward. Breathe. Strengthen the thighs. Inhale, reach it back to hover. Now, point your left toes this time. Okay. Come up to your middle fingertips only, so you're activating a little bit of your spinal erectors to create a little bit of back bend. And then just lift your chest a little bit so your fingers float off the ground. Right? And as you find your balance on your right foot, try to bring your hands gently to a prayer. Point those left toes, Nikki, all the way back. Stabilize that left leg. Good. Little wobbles are normal, totally fine. Just keep doing the best that you can. Maybe lift that left leg a little bit higher, maybe a little more back bend. Feel your heart reaching forward. That's it, James. Good. Take another full breath in. And as you exhale, gently step your left foot back, hands to the floor. Step back to a plank pose and lower gently all the way down. Good, you guys. Inhale, active back bend. Lift your hands, bend your knees, squeeze your heels in. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Inhale up to a plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. And then with an inhale, raise your left leg up in the air. Exhale, step that foot through your hands. And again, walk your hands forward a little bit. Come up to your fingertips. Lean forward, lift your right leg parallel to the ground. Okay. Pushing through the right heel, so activating the front of your shin, tibialis muscle. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently pull your right foot forward. Try to kiss your big toe towards your right palm or wrist. Good. Inhale, reach it back. And again, exhale, pull it forward. Best you can do. Inhale, reach it back. And one more time. Exhale, pull it forward. Feel that Uddiyana Bandha pulling your belly up and in. Strengthen those thighs. Don't give up on it yet. Good. And then inhale, reach it back. Beautiful. Now come up to your middle fingertips. Okay. Find your balance through that left foot. Feel your toes gripping the floor. Keep your gaze straight down beneath you. And then just a little lift of your chest to float your fingers off the ground. Yes. And then maybe bring your hands to prayer as you find your balance. Point those right toes back. Energize your right calves and quads. Feel your right glutes working to lift your right leg a little higher. And then feel your spinal erectors working to make a little more back bend. Beautiful, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, step your right foot back, hands down. Step your left foot back, plank pose, and lower gently all the way down. Inhale, active back bend. Bend the knees, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Yes, exhale, release. Inhale up to a plank pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, you guys. Breathe. Okay, feel the expansion of your rib cage with every inhale. Feel the release of every exhale. Okay, super important to keep bringing yourself back to the present moment, not dwelling on anything that you may have done particularly well or not particularly well. Just knowing that you did the best that you can and letting that be enough. Okay. And with your next inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or lightly jump your feet up to the front of your mat. Separate your feet about hip distance. Okay, take an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold all the way down. And this time, as you come up, you're coming to a chair pose. So bend your knees, reach your arms up high. Feel the length from your tailbone through your fingertips and look up towards your fingertips. Okay, take a deep breath in, keep Mula Bandha active. And as you exhale, just gently start to drop your hips down, 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 as low as they can go. Good. We all have our Achilles heels, it's okay. And then gently drop onto your butt. You can use your hands if you need to catch yourself. Good. And lift your legs up into the air in a boat pose. Okay, roll your shoulders back. So we're gonna start to warm up the abs a little bit. As you inhale, just gently start to lower. Heels and shoulder blades hover off the ground, looking out to your toes. Okay, see if you can activate your glutes a little bit, which will externally rotate your hips. Okay, take a deep breath in, and exhale, lift it right back up. Good, do that again. Inhale, start to lower. Try to lock those knees, recruit the strength of your psoas to help with the contraction of your abdominals. Deep breath in, and exhale, bring it back up. Good. One more time, inhale, lower. Point those toes. Feel that heart lifting, glutes active, pelvic floor active. Deep breath in. Good, exhale, right back up. Okay, bend your knees. Now, if you need your hands, use them. Otherwise, maybe just pull your heels in and try to rock yourself forward. Either way is fine. Raise your arms up, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come all the way up to stand and let your hands come down to a prayer. Okay, beautiful. Now, you guys are gonna shift your weight to your right foot. Bend your left knee up towards your chest. Okay, so you're just balancing here. Knuckles of your thumbs right in the center of your chest. And as you inhale, you're slowly gonna lean your heart forward as you extend your left leg back, pointing through your left toes and just finding that warrior three again. And as you exhale, bring it back up to stand, lifting your left knee up towards your chest. And this time, as you inhale, extend your left leg forward. Try to lift it up high. Exhale, rebend, and again, inhale, extend it forward, warrior three. Good, do it again. Exhale, bend the left knee into your chest. Inhale, extend it forward. Really use your quads. Lift your chest. Try to pull the hips back ever so slightly like your heart is trying to lean towards your left foot. Take another deep breath. Exhale, bend your left knee. Inhale, warrior three again. Left leg reaching back, point those toes. Now, super gentle, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend your right knee and step your left foot all the way back, coming to a crescent pose. Yes, good, okay. Sink down, find your balance, find your foundation. Maybe look up between your hands. Feel the energy rising, strengthen that left leg. Now you're gonna take a big deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your fingers come down to the floor in front of your right foot. Lean forward to your supported warrior three. Push through your left heel. Take a deep breath, and just like you did the last time, pull that left leg forward, only this time, if you can, push it further forward and start to bend your right knee, sinking all the way down through a pistol squat onto your butt, okay? If it's hard to go on one leg, you can put the second foot down and lower just like a chair pose, okay? Now that you're here, feet flat on the floor, okay? We're gonna use these abs in a slightly different way, okay? So what I'd like you to do is reach forward like there's something in front of you that you're trying to touch, and let your lower back start to go one vertebra at a time as you inhale, rolling all the way down, really working that deep control of your rectus abdominis, pelvic floor active. And exhale, start with by lifting your shoulders and your chest and curling right back up. Yes, get it. Again, inhale, slowly lower. One vertebra at a time. Good, and exhale, slowly roll it all the way back up. It can help to shift the feet forward a little bit. Good, and then inhale with joy in your heart, lowering one vertebra at a time, all the way down. Exhale, rolling back up. And then probably it's gonna be good for all of us to do it twice more. Inhale, roll it back, slowly. And exhale, lift it up. I know James in particular wanted to burn some calories today, so this is for you, buddy. Inhale, roll it back, slowly. Good. Okay, and as you exhale, bring it all the way back up. Now, pull your right heel in towards your glutes, okay? Stretch your left leg forward. I want you to do the best that you can. Press your fingers down. Try to lift your left leg off the ground. See if you can press through your fingertips just to lift your butt off the ground. Now, try to keep your left leg straight as long as you possibly can. Keep the heel as far away from the floor as you can. Start to lift your hips and step that left foot all the way back. And as you inhale, come up to a crescent pose. Nicely done. Yes. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands to prayer and let's lean forward, coming right back to your warrior three. Take a deep breath in. And then just like we started this sequence, bend your left knee into your chest, coming up to stand on your right leg. This time, right hand to your right hip, left peace fingers to your left big toe, extending your left leg forward for Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana A. Now breathe, okay? Don't worry about bringing your knee towards your nose yet. We'll get to that the next time we do this pose, which I know you're all excited about. Strengthen that left thigh, lift your chest, Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, rib cage moving with every breath. Gazing out towards your left fingers, hooking your big toe. Beautiful. Take another full breath in. Pull those hips back a little bit, James. Good. And exhale, release your left foot down. Nice. Okay. Hands back to prayer. Shift the weight to your left foot. Bend your right knee up towards your chest. Okay. Breathe. Okay. Again, knuckles of your thumbs stay in contact with your sternum. And then as you inhale, start to lean forward. Warrior three. Extend your right leg back. And just feel that energy in your right quads and calves, pointing the toes, extending the ankle, glutes working to lift the leg. And exhale, pull the knee back into your chest, standing up on your left leg. Good, lift that knee high. Inhale, extend your right leg forward. Yes, exhale, rebend. Inhale, warrior three. Take your time with it. Beautiful, exhale, pull the knee back into your chest. Good, inhale, extend it out. And exhale, rebend. Inhale, warrior three. Get lots of length from the right toes through the crown of your head. Nice extension of your spine. And exhale, bend your left knee, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Crescent pose. Inhale, take your arms up in the air. Yeah, look up towards your hands. Good, sink down through that left knee. Feel your feet pulling toward each other. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, let your fingers come down to the front of your mat, maybe just a little bit forward of your left foot. Lean forward to your supported warrior three, pushing through your right heel. And as you exhale, start to bring that right foot forward. So again, if you can, you're gonna push that right foot forward and pistol squat down. Otherwise, just set the right foot down and gently bend both knees and come back down to a seat. Good. Arms forward, pelvic floor active. Reaching towards whatever imaginary thing is in front of you, and then leaning one vertebra at a time back, slowly. One vertebra at a time. Really try to feel that. Okay, and exhale, curl it all the way back up. Good, you guys. Reach way forward. And then again, inhale, roll it. Slowly. Feel your breath. Pelvic floor active. And exhale, curl it all the way up. Good. Again, inhale, roll it slowly back. Exhale, curl it all the way up. Good. Breathe. Two more. Inhale, roll it back. Feel your abs working. Exhale, roll it back up. And then one more time. Inhale, roll it back. Remember those abs. Prime mover of spinal flexion. Key movement of forward folding. Exhale, coming all the way back up. And then pull that left heel in towards your glutes. Right leg forward. Try to lift the right leg up. Keep it straight as long as you can and keep the heel off the floor as much as possible. Pressing up, stepping back. And inhale to your crescent pose. Yes. Good, you guys. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, hands to prayer. Start to lean forward back to your warrior three. Pointing your right toes. Energizing your right quads and calves. Nice deep breath in, little spinal extension. Beautiful. Exhale, pull the right knee into your chest. Standing up on your left leg, and then left hand to your left hip, right peace fingers to your right big toe. And inhale, extend it out. Concentrating, feeling deeply through your pelvic floor, up to the crown of your head. Maybe feel your heart leaning slightly forward towards your right foot as your hips are pushing slightly back, like you're trying to pull that right femur head into your right hip socket, the same way you did when you were alternately lifting those legs. Good. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, gently release that foot back down. Okay, shake it out for a second. You guys doing okay?
Yes.
All right. Let's see if we can amp it up a little bit. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Okay, exhale, step back to a plank pose. Lower all the way down. Inhale, active back bend. Lift those hands, roll those shoulders back, squeeze your heels to your butt, lift your toes, and exhale, gently release. Inhale up to a plank pose. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Good. With an inhale, raise your right leg up in the air. Okay, exhale, bring your knee to your nose, step your foot through your hands. Now, come up to your fingertips, lift your left leg into your supported warrior 3, pushing through your heels. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, this time bring your left foot forward, catch your left big toe with your left peace fingers. Maybe a micro bend in your right knee as you bring your right hand to your right hip, and you're coming back up to stand into Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana A. And this time, maybe, since you're nice and warmed up, since you're nice and connected, you're gonna bring your nose towards your knee. Breathe. That's it. Nice, Nikki. Yes. Concentrate, pelvic floor, Uddiyana Bandha drawing in through the navel. Good. Shoulder blades drawing down your back. Yes, you guys. Stay with it. Take another deep breath. And then stand back up tall. Keep holding your left big toe. Open into Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana B. So left leg out to the left. Good. Keep your pelvic floor active, right? And just bringing your awareness deeply into your hips. As you start to lean your heart forward, push your hips back, a half forward fold with that left leg out to the side. Okay, really try to feel your spine coming parallel to the floor. And then as you inhale, bring it all the way back up to the center. Okay, and exhale, bring that left leg back to the front. Now with both hands, reach out for a moment. Try to catch your left foot. If you need to bend your left knee a little bit, you can. But just try to lengthen your spine. Breathe. Push through that left heel. Good. Take another deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale, you're going to release your left foot back, setting up for a triangle pose. Okay, so take a nice wide stance. Front heel lining up with the arch of your back foot. Arms out wide. Gazing out past your front fingers. And as you inhale, lean way forward. Strengthen your legs. And exhale, fold it down. Press out of your feet. Look up towards your left hand. Breathe. Feel the power of your legs supporting your spine. Okay. Breathe. Feel your rib cage moving. Pelvic floor active. Listen to your breath. Okay. A little more back bend, James. Lean back into it. Now, turn your left hand forward. Reach it out. Okay. Keep your legs strong. If you can, add your right arm. Both arms are going to extend out. Breathe. Keep pressing down through your feet. Keep activating your pelvic floor, activating your triceps, just feeling the engagements that give you stability through your joints. Good. Keep your arms extending all the way out. And as you inhale, come back up to the center. Beautiful. And then just turn your feet to the right. Okay. Hands down to your hips. As you inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, nice strong legs, activate your glutes. And exhale, fold forward. Prasarita Padottanasana A with your hands flat on the floor. Inhale to lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold down, sliding your hands back, but keeping your fingers facing forward. Maybe heel toe your feet just a little bit wider in order to close the gap between your head and the ground. Okay. And just breathe for a moment. Okay, you can hold this pose statically, or you can kind of shift your hips a little bit left to right. Just feel through the lower back, feel through the glutes. Listen to your breath. Very nice, you guys. Okay. Let's take one more big deep breath here. And as you exhale, just come up halfway. Okay, turn your right foot towards the front of the mat, walk your hands towards the front of the mat, and just drop your left knee gently down. Okay, raise your right arm up, take a moment, look back towards your left foot, bend that knee, reach back with your right hand and squeeze your left heel in towards your glutes. And maybe rock your hips just a little bit side to side. Okay, done a lot of work with the hip flexors, just want to give them a little bit of relief before we ask them to work a little deeper. Okay, take another full breath in. And as you exhale, release your left foot, plant your right hand down. Now, If it feels better for you, you can come into a sleeping dragon, just doing a little bit of passive opening of that right hip while you stretch your left hip flexors. But if it feels like you can, press up to the palms, tuck your left toes and straighten your left leg, and maybe start to slide your right foot forward, just opening a little more deeply through the right hamstrings and the left hip flexors. Yes, look at you guys. Okay, and then maybe roll your shoulders back and look up towards the ceiling and try to stay engaged. So you're activating your right quads, you're activating your left glutes, right? As gravity is pulling your hips down towards the floor, you might feel some resistance. You want to make sure that you stabilize the joints so that they don't overstretch. Listen to your breath. Good. Pelvic floor active. 3 more. 1, maybe let your hips drift a little bit side to side. 2. And 3, plant your palms at the front of your mat. Lift your hips, step back to a downward facing dog. Perfect. Okay, very nice, you guys. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Okay, and with an inhale, raise your left leg up in the air. Exhale, step that foot through your hands. Come up to your fingertips, and again, lean forward, lift your right leg to your supported warrior 3. Exhale, pull your right foot forward, catch your big toe with your right peace fingers, left hand to your left hip, maybe a micro bend of your left knee, and inhale, coming up to stand in Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Yes, good. Belly drawing in a little bit. See if you can start to lean your nose out towards your knee. So keep the engagements that give you stability in your joints. Those right quads are active, right? Your abdomen is active. And you're just seeing, you're staying curious, you're staying determined, you're staying patient, you're staying open to possibilities. Slide those shoulder blades down your back. Take one more big deep breath in. Very nice. Now keep holding your toes. Stand back up tall. Open your right leg to the right. Yes. Good. Feel those shoulder blades pressing into your back body, helping to stabilize your torso. And then gently start to lean your heart forward as your hips lean back. Yes, just a little half forward fold, noticing how it feels. Maybe gazing at the floor right beneath you. Concentrate, good. And then inhale, bring it all the way back up. Nicely done, you guys. Bring that right leg back to the center and then reach with both hands. Try to catch your right foot. Maybe lift a little bit. Push through your right heel. Maybe strengthen those right quads just a little bit more. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, step your right foot back, setting up for a triangle. Left foot forward. Nice wide stance. Arms out wide. Strong legs. Feel your feet pressing down into the floor. And as you exhale, lean forward as you pull that left hip back. And exhale, fold into your triangle. Okay? So we're just approaching the hamstrings from a number of different angles and orientations of hip mobility, trying to give us our best chance of accessing, again, the safest, greatest range. Okay, using your understanding of contractions, concentric, eccentric, and isometric in order to create stability and in order to understand how to move things in various directions in order to access that range. Okay, turn your right hand forward and reach it out. Press out of your feet. If you can, reach your left arm forward as well. Good, and really try to feel the angle of your spine reaching straight out from your hips. Extend through your fingertips, push into me. Yes, drive out of your feet. Belly drawing in, Uddiyana, Mula Bandha. Inhale up to the center. Good, turn your feet to the left. Exhale, hands to your hips. And again, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, activate your glutes. And this time as you exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana D, grab your big toes. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold down. And again, if you need to, you can walk your feet just a little bit apart from each other. If your head comes to the floor easily, you can bring your feet a little closer together to give yourself a little more room to stretch into it. And again, either hold the pose statically or just kind of shift your hips a little bit side to side. Just trying to understand where the tension is living and maybe seeing if you can massage some of it out. Strengthen those legs. Good, you guys. Take another big deep breath in. And as you exhale, put your hands on the floor. turn your left toes forward. Okay, walk your hands to the front of your mat. And again, spin to the ball of your back foot, drop your right knee down, raise your left arm up in the air. Look back towards your right foot, bend that knee. Squeeze the heel towards your butt. Yeah, try to catch the outside of your foot if you can in order to help open up that left shoulder. Maybe rock your hips a little bit side to side. Good, push out of your right shoulder. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, gently release your right leg. Plant your left hand down. So again, if you want to come to your elbows and forearms, no problem at all. You can get a nice stretch here. Or press to your hands and tuck your back toes and start to slide your left leg out. Just gently opening up towards your angled splits, lifting your chest, rolling your shoulders back, and really trying to look up towards the ceiling. Okay, so again, Mula Bandha, super important. A sense of Uddiyana Bandha, helpful. Left quads, right glutes. Try to feel the mind-body connection to create engagement in those areas in order to create stability in your hips. Okay, and then again, maybe just a little bit of rocking side to side, exploring some subtle movement. Keep breathing. Beautiful, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, press into your hands, lift your hips, step back to downward facing dog. Okay. And then just take a moment, feel your breath. Okay. So now we're going to level 3. All right, everybody's ready. You guys have all proven very worthy of the next challenge. Okay. So with an inhale, come forward to a plank pose. And as you exhale, lower down onto your belly. Right. Now, just bend your left knee, squeeze your heel towards your butt, try to lift that thigh off the ground, and then reach back with both hands and catch your left foot with both hands. Good, so you're in basically a one-legged bow pose. Right. Roll your shoulders back and lift your chest. Okay. Press that right leg down into the ground actively. Good, take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently release. Okay. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, inhale up to a plank pose, and exhale back to downward facing dog. Now, with an inhale, raise your right leg up in the air. And as you exhale, squeeze that knee into your nose and step your foot through your hands. Inhale, come up to a crescent pose. Yes. Okay, and as you exhale, bring your hands to bring them to your hips. Why not? Start to lean forward and come to warrior 3. Okay, now, just like you did on your belly, bend that left knee. Start to reach back with both hands. Try to find your foot. Okay, so this is, even though it's a back bend, it's a sneaky way of really asking you to engage those hamstrings and glutes deeply in order to help get them to relax when you come into your forward fold. Good. Breathe. Stay with it. Now, as you inhale, extend your left leg back and either reach your arms out to the sides or all the way forward in full warrior 3. Good. Okay. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, do it again. Bend that left knee. Reach back with your hands. Yes. Good. Breathe. Very nice, you guys. And then one more time. Inhale, extend that left leg back. Reach those arms forward. Beautiful. Point those left toes. Okay. And as you exhale, bend your right knee. Step to a crescent pose. Good. Arms up in the air. Nicely done. Nice deep breath in. Okay, now, as you exhale, all you're gonna do is let your hands come down to the ground. And we wanna take a pyramid pose, but the left hamstrings are the ones we've been activating right now. So all you're gonna do is just hop your feet. Left foot forward, right foot back. And then your back heel turns down. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold over that left leg and just feel that release to those left hamstrings. Maybe shifting your hips a little bit forward and back. Good. Okay, so in order to advance your asana practice, it's helpful to find a balance between doing things that require a lot of effort and deep feeling and things that allow you to surrender, right? It doesn't always have to be pedal to the metal. In fact, it shouldn't be, right? But it also can't always be just deeply relaxing and letting go. There has to be some concerted effort. Okay, take another deep breath in. And Exhale, step it back through a plank pose and lower gently all the way down onto your belly. Good, and this time bend your right knee, squeeze that heel in towards your butt, try to lift your thigh off the ground, and then reach back with both hands, catch your right foot. Kick back with the shin to lift your chest. Good, breathe. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. Take another deep breath. Okay, and as you exhale, gently release. Plant your palms. Inhale up to a plank pose. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Good. With an inhale, raise your left leg up in the air. Okay, exhale, squeeze the knee into your nose. Step the foot through your hands. Inhale all the way up to a crescent pose. Nice. And as you exhale, hands to your hips. Start to lean forward. Come to your warrior three. Right leg lifting. Good. And then find your balance. Start to bend that right knee, squeezing the heel towards your butt. Reach back with both hands. Try to find that foot. Good. Extend the spine, right? So you're using your spinal erectors as well as your hamstrings in order to allow them to relax a little more deeply when you go into your deep forward fold. Okay, as you inhale, right leg goes back as the arms either go out to the sides or forwards. Full warrior three. And then one more time, exhale, bend that right knee. Catch the foot. Use your spinal erectors to arch your spine. Roll those shoulders back. That's it, James. Good. Now lift that thigh. Yes. And then one more time to your full warrior three. Right leg back, arms forward or to the sides. Beautiful, you guys. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, crescent pose. Bend your left knee, step your right foot back, sink into it, full breath in. And exhale, fingers to the ground. And then again, you're just gonna switch your feet. Right foot forward, left foot back. Okay, left heel down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold over your right leg. Again, just surrendering into it. Feeling your breath. Maybe letting your hips rock a little bit side to side. Take a big deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale, step back to a downward facing dog. Okay. Let's lower down one more time all the way to your belly. Inhale, active back bend. Best one yet, squeezing those heels in towards your butt, looking up towards the ceiling, feeling everything in the back body. And exhale, gently release, tuck your toes. Inhale up to a plank and exhale to downward facing dog. Okay, now take a deep breath in. Open up your mouth and exhale, let it go. And then look forward, lift your heels, bend your knees. And as you exhale, you're either gonna hop your feet right between your hands and sit down, or you're gonna hop your feet all the way through. Yes. We have homework to do. Okay. Good thing this video will be online and you can do it every day for the rest of your lives if you want, okay? Reach your arms forward like there's an imaginary wall in front of you. Strengthen your quads so much that the backs of your knees are trying to press down and maybe your heels will lift off the ground. And then start to push, push, push. Keep the legs strong. Keep Mula Bandha active. Look at your thumbs. Breathe. Belly drawing in towards your spine. Concentrate. Equanimity. See if you can dig a little deeper, reach a little further, right? Keep that gaze on your thumbs. Steady mind, steady breath. Maybe push just a little further. Try to understand what you're capable of. Where is your potential? Good. Take another big deep breath in. And as you exhale, fingers either on the floor or hands to your feet, or maybe reach beyond your feet and catch a wrist and then fold down. Okay. So you're moving from an active range into a passive range. Feel your belly drawing in. Shoulder blades drawing down your back. Listen to your breath. Keep your abs engaged. Even though you can use the strength of your arms to pull yourself forward here, try to keep using the abs to pull your rib cage down towards your thighs. Good, you guys. Let's take one more big deep breath in. And then gently relax, come back up. Okay, now separate your feet wide so you're coming into Upavista Konasana. All right, and maybe just rock a little bit side to side to situate your hips. Okay, And same as we just did with the legs straight out in front, strengthen the quads. Try to press the backs of the knees down. Maybe let the heels try to lift off the ground. Anatomically, that doesn't happen for everybody, but you just want to engage your quads as much as possible. And then again, imaginary wall in front of you. Press out of your sit bones. Keep your hands basically parallel to your shoulders, level with your shoulders. Look at your thumbs. Push. Keep pushing. Keep your legs strong. Breathe. Keep those quads super active. Again, steady gaze, steady breath, feeling into your body, right? You can hear whatever your mind is saying to you. Maybe it's going, oh, wow, I didn't know I could do this. Maybe it's going, when is this going to end? You just know that you can keep your attention focused on doing the best that you can, regardless of whatever is going on mentally, okay? Strengthen those thighs. 2 more full breaths. Reach a little further forward. Good. 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, fingers to the floor. And then kind of like pull yourself a little bit with your fingers. Let your chest drop down as deep as it can. Maybe forehead to the floor. And again, even though you're in more of a passive range now, you're still activating your quads, keeping Mula Bandha active, and maybe feeling a little sense of Uddiyana Bandha as you draw your belly in towards your spine. Breathe. Yes. Okay. 2 more full breaths here. Very nice, you guys. Last breath in. And exhale. Gently release and bring it back up. Okay, so now you're just gonna bend your knees. You can use your hands to assist if need be, and you're gonna pop yourself up into a squat. So let me just show you first what's gonna happen. I guess I'll face this direction. Okay, so you're coming into a squat. You're gonna lift your hips a little bit. You're sliding your hands behind your heels, trying to tuck your shoulders behind your knees. And you're just gonna gently put the weight back into your hands and let your butt drop to the floor. So your feet will probably come off the ground for a second before your butt comes down. And then you're turning your fingers away from each other. Your feet are coming back down. And as you're walking your feet forward, little by little, your hands are walking back. So your hands and feet are going in opposite directions. And you're just seeing if you can put together everything we've done to be able to approach kurmasana or turtle pose. Sound fun? Okay, let's do it. Come into a squat. Okay, so it's really important with these kinds of deep peak poses that you go slowly, right? There's no rush. You take your time to feel as much as possible. So once you come into your squat, lift your hips a little bit. Slide your hands behind your heels, fingers facing forward, right? And then sort of tuck your shoulders a little bit more behind your knees if you can, and feel your knees, your inner thighs squeezing in towards your shoulders. And then gently letting your weight go back into your hands. Try to get those palms down, good. And then as your butt comes down, that's it, Danielle, maybe bring the hands a little closer together if that helps. That's it, Nikki, bend your elbows now. Let your butt come down onto the ground, good. That's it, James, slow. Yes, okay. And then once you come down, yeah, Taman, good. There you go, James, you got it. And then lean forward, let the feet come down, turn your hands away from each other. And start to reach your hands out to the sides and backwards. Taman, keep your palms down. Yeah, there you go. So a little bit of internal rotation of the shoulders will be helpful. Easy does it. Good. Breathe. That's it. Okay. So you're not forcing anything, but you're really feeling deeply and paying attention. Pelvic floor active, Uddiyana Bandha active, breath rhythmic. If you lose the rhythm of the breath, that's a good sign that you've gone too far too fast. So back it off if you need to in order to be able to get that breath under control, and then approach it calmly. With curiosity, patience, openness, determination, and of course faith that as long as you're giving the best effort you can give, it's moving you in a positive direction, even if you can't necessarily feel it in this given moment. Okay, let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Yeah. Good, James. Easy with that left palm down. Good, good, good. Yeah. Yes. very gently. To come back out of it, you're just gonna start to bend your knees, right? So you're all the way down, you're just lifting your chest, walking your heels back in a little bit, okay? Unwrapping your arms from underneath your knees, right? Whoo! Okay, and then just stretch your legs out, scoot yourself forward a little bit, roll down onto your back, okay? And then let's just cool it down a little bit. So you're gonna lift your right leg up in the air, reach up and catch your right big toe. So Supta Padangustasana, left hand to your left thigh. And if it feels okay, start to bring your nose up towards your right knee. Again, just working the principles, engagement, strong right quads. Feel the work of your rectus abdominis to lift your chest, shoulder blades lifting off the ground. Okay, feel your breath. Good. Take another big, deep breath in. Okay. And as you exhale, keep holding the toe. Lay your head and shoulders back down and just open your right leg out to the right. Gently opening that hip. Let your gaze turn to the left, rather. Okay. And see if you can keep your left hip down on the floor. So feel into the left side of your sacrum, that lower back. And try to keep that anchoring down into the ground. So you're dropping that. Think about that more than the right foot coming all the way down to the floor, but use the muscles of your outer right hip, okay? Even though this particular practice is focused on forward folding, those outer hip rotators are going to become important down the line. Okay, stay with it. Take another big, deep breath. And as you exhale, bring that right leg back up to the center, and then reach up with both hands. Interlace your fingers behind your right leg as high as you can reach without lifting your head or shoulders off the ground. So maybe you go behind your knee, maybe you go behind your calf, maybe you go behind your ankle, maybe you go all the way up around your heel. Either way, try to keep the right quads engaged. Keep your lower back pressing into the floor. So this is a forward fold, right? And you want to remember that the prime mover of forward folding, spinal flexion, is your rectus abdominis. So even though you don't necessarily need it per se in this situation, it's a much safer movement to engage that muscle to create stability to the joints of your lumbar spine. And maybe even give a little resistance with your right hamstrings as if you were trying to pull that leg away from you, even as your hands are trying to pull it toward you. Good. Take another big, deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently release your right leg down. And then let's switch sides. Raise your left leg up, catch your left big toe. Right hand on your right thigh, chin to your chest, start to lift your nose up towards your left knee. And really work to try to lift your chest. All right, keep doing the best that you can. See if you can bring that right elbow off the floor and slide that right hand way down along that right thigh like you're trying to reach towards your right foot. Feel the breath. Good. Either looking at your knee or just closing your eyes and feeling deeply into your body. Good. Take another full breath in. Exhale, gently release. Open that left leg to the left. So again, the right sacrum stays down on the ground as much as possible. And see if you can activate that outer left hip, those external rotators. Your glute medius, your piriformis, your quadratus femoris, all of those muscles in there work to externally rotate the hip. So even though, again, gravity is doing a lot of the work in this particular position, you still want to feel engagement through those muscles in order to create stability in the joint. You might even feel those adductors along the inner left thigh working to give resistance as if they were trying to lift your leg back up while your hand holds it down towards the ground. Okay, so many sensations to explore in any given posture. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, lift that left leg back up to the center. And again, without lifting your head or shoulders off the ground, interlace your fingers behind your left leg as high as you can reach. Maybe behind the calf or the ankle or all the way up to the heel. And again, rectus abdominis active, lumbar spine pressing into the floor, mula bandha active, trying to soften your shoulder blades, quads of both legs still engaged. Take another big, deep breath all the way in. Give a little resistance with those left hamstrings. And as you exhale, gently release your left leg all the way down to the ground. Let your hands fall by your sides with your palms up towards the ceiling. Eyes closed gently. And just let yourself relax in Shavasana. And as much as possible, soften your breath so that it gets quiet. Okay. Let your body lay still except for the movement of your breath. And try to keep yourself in a feeling state so you're not letting your mind start to run wild just because you don't have to worry about balancing or engaging any muscles. Just allow yourself to feel the weight of your body against the floor. To let everything soften. If your attention wanders, just bring it back to the sensation of your breath moving slowly, as much as possible, moving silently. Really try to feel your whole system settling. Not just your muscles, not just your circulatory system, your respiration, but your nervous system. Just feel a sense of deep relaxation through your whole body. I'm going to allow these guys to rest in Shavasana for another few minutes. I just want to remind you that this practice is meant to be aspirational. So if there were things that you found yourself struggling with during this practice, don't worry, that's okay, that's normal. And that's why you have it to be able to come back to and to keep practicing your principles, engaging your contractions, using your breath, your bandhas, and your drishti to be able to feel deeply into your body, keep your mind calm, and be able to explore what's possible for you. Okay? Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you in the next practice. Namaste.